Hello. Greeting. How's everyone doing? How is everybody doing? It's Ooku time. First, we gotta set up that team, because, I'm still on summer teamery. Let's be frank. No, not Daddy Long Gong. Not Boner Forest. God, I haven't changed teams in forever. We're gonna change this team name to... Okay, we'll clear all. And then, we don't have to change party name. Whatever, that's fine. Kama. And who else gets event bonus? What's up, Akari? You, Shin, and the whole Lost Belt 7 squad are finally free. Ayy, that's good stuff. I guess we'll do, I guess we'll do Skahawk Scotty. Scotty's gonna be seeing work now. For once in a great moon, because, we're gonna need to use that comma bonus. Actually, no, we're gonna instead use our arts farming still to get that Castoria bond up, but we're gonna use our newly minted Manslayer. We're gonna use our newly minted level 90 Manslayer for this event. Type it again, Sarah. I'm gonna write it down. I meant to at work, and then I completely forgot the names of the things, and then I didn't. So give me the things again, and I will write them down. Let's see here. We got what? We got that. We need Castoria. Where does she live? There she goes. Okay, cool. Now we can go ahead and event bonus. Tamamo. Who do I need bond with is the question. Probably Mori Nagayoshi, just for the lulz. And then Sasaki Kojiro will get us bonuses. Excellent, excellent. We don't even actually have an event team set up, so we definitely gotta do this. Crowning Beauty Greater Glory. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Event team setup. Boom. Boom. Change party name to event, my dudes. Okay, there. Dedicated event setup. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Scotty is still completely and utterly viable. I don't know why people are just like, oh, well, she doesn't exist anymore now that Castoria is here. No, she is absolutely viable. I just recently got Doggo to 90, and Doggo's got a new costume. So we definitely want to go ahead and use Doggo. Sriya, what's going on? All right. Big boy Ooku time. Oh, yeah, that's right. You would be gated by story progress. Dingo Doodle and Crispy's Tavern. Wrote it down. Wrote it down. Wrote it down. I think it's just Mori. I'm pretty sure it's just Mori. Which my Mori's at NP5, so. And also, as good as Ooku is, we are blitzing through this because I have read it before. And it is very good. But we just gotta get the ball rolling. We just gotta get the ball rolling and get all the event stuff. And for those that are unaware, this will become a main interlude. It is excruciatingly canon. This is basically a singularity. More Pokemon news tomorrow. Any guesses? They're gonna reveal to us... They're gonna reveal to us the rest of the starters. So those will be completely and utterly revealed. So we'll get the full forms of all 3 starters, so everyone will be able to make their decision. And on top of that, they are probably going to reveal some new alternate form Pokemon. And I've heard rumors and hearsay that Primeape is getting a fighting ghost evolution. So that's the current rumors and hearsay around that. Two of my own servants and 1 support servant, you say? Oh, well, for fighting. Okay, that's fine. This is gonna be disgusting, my friends. If I can find my Castoria. Do I have Kama? I have NP2 Kama. So I am good. Zria got Artoria Saber and Kama. Nice. That's a good get. That's a good get. Okay, and then we will do... where are you? Fragmented 2004. Heard a similar rumor about Diglett. I think that was the same leak. I think that was the same leak talking about a Diglett. They're gonna reveal Maxie and Archie as returning on Masters as the anniversary units. Alright, you guys want to see me do something disgusting? This is not going to end well. For them. Them. I'll be fine. And just for fun, we'll see if this hits. Yeah, definitely not. Ooh, you've got your own Kama dozen. Awesome. Welcome to the club. Alright, so Scheherazade has a max limit broken CE and is getting an overcharge bonus. Max limit broken damage CE. Interesting. Yes, quite interesting. Yeah. Game, you can only bring 3 units. Player, we only need 3 units. That was actually 2 more than I needed. Scheherazade could have soloed that. Brilliant. And yeah, Ryoshi Kiara is good, but if you've already got... You only... This will shock you, my friends, but you only need a couple 5-star arts units to be set for farming for forever. I know. I know. It's strange. And we're gonna exploit Maltrap again. Yeah, hi, yo kids. Ooku is here. We are just blitzing through it because, I've read it multiple times. I read translations when it first came out on JP, and then I read it again with the English translation. It's very good. Oku's great. And yeah, some of the music is king. Kasuga, you're so kind. Master of Chaldea, Master Arts Loop, go brrr. What's going on, Neelam? I'm looking and feeling good, I think. A little presumptuous of me, but I did my hair. It's all nice. I also misspoke. Tommy arrived slightly late, but Tommy is here. Sarah, you already had Kama from when the first event came out and got a second on GSSR. That's a pretty damn good GSSR. Okay, let's make sure we get that refund, because... And honestly, I'd be shocked if we didn't. Yeah, Zria's got Summer Kiara, Castoria, Ryder Vinci, Jean Archer, and Avenger Ishtar. Oh my god, yeah. I've always pronounced it Ooku. But that's just me. And hi, yo kids, I know Sieg is a viable option, but I gotta make use of that new Scheherazade buff. Like Scheherazade got that buff, we gotta make her do some fights. Oh yeah, there's so many demonic assassins Shikiboo would absolutely clean up. I actually have an NP2 Shikiboo, which would just be pretty great. Oh, no prob, no prob. I work with a lot of people from around the world, so I try to get half decent at pronouncing names. So I'm glad I actually got that right. Which is better, Round of Avalon or Caliburn? Whichever one looks cooler, there's no functional difference. I like Round of Avalon. Longer O sound? Okay. Ooku. Alright. Going for that lore accurate looping? Absolutely. Alright, we got a lantern. I did really like the maze aspect of this event. This was super cool. And I hope other events do something like this in the future. Let's go this way. You do want to explore the whole map, just like an absolute any game that has a dungeon. Explore the whole map. Same felt like playing OG SMT, yeah. Got lucky before Murasaki disappeared and got NP3, yeah. I hope you notice all the friend points I'm getting you. I have noticed a significant bump in friend points since accepting your new accounts, Ria. Alright, Tanuki Room. Does anyone have an event C? Killian, thank you. Dragon Cat, what's going on? Yeah, we're doing this lore accurate looping. It'd either be Scheherazade or Kiara I'd be playing with, because when you throw out a new buff, you gotta do it. You gotta try to use that servant. With my Scheherazade currently being 999, it's absolutely worth it. Also, Arcuade is broken. You loved it. Arcuade is really good. Justin's Castoria being overworked as you farm with Da Vinci those last 2 weeks. I saved Pure Prisms specifically for Castoria. I used all my Pure Prisms on 10-10-10, so you are welcome, my friend. One more roll since you're one copy away from Princess's Pilgrimage. Princess's Pilgrimage is good, but I wouldn't say it's... I need to spend all my quartz to max this out good. Macho Mando, what's going on? We just started. We're just blitzing on through the labyrinth. That is the plan. We're gonna get time locked and that's fine. Yeah, give me that Tsukihime collab. Give me Shiki. I know a lot of the fan base is like, give me CL, but give me Shiki. Give me 4-star assassin Tono Shiki so I can pair him with Ryogi Shiki. And basically have a dream team. Also, listen. Melty Blood. You put in MASH and Neko Arc, and that's great and all completely necessary. But I need your next announcements to be Ryoki Shiki and Aosaki Aoko, please. Thank you. Manpig Arcway is a dream come true. I knew it. Yeah, that's right, Haiyo kids. It's really a huge stack time for Type Moon. Oh, and Manpig, it's funny. I don't even I'm not even like super down with Shiki specifically because of Tsukihime. Aoko's already in. Okay, ignore me. I mainly like Shiki because of Melty Blood. Because I played Shiki in Actress Again. So that's my main uncultured reason for wanting Shiki. Okay, this is Bazaka, you say. Now people are gonna spam Neko Arc on Melty Blood. It's just like spamming Yoda in Soul Calibur. It's gonna be the same freaking thing. I might even actually go back to trying Melty Blood again so I can play Neko Arc. You will be hashtag read the VN. Speaking of VNs, Manpig, I know you'll appreciate this. And hopefully everyone else will appreciate this. So I can, let me turn this down just a wee smidge so you can hear me rant. So ooh, hang on. One thing for Macho Mando before I go on my VN rant. Tristan over on Caldia Gurus has been like, give me Aoko. And it's a whole thing where Arcwade's demo mission is like, you have Arcwade on your side. And on the other side, you have Saber and Shiki with a spot missing in between them. Aoko is coming. I wouldn't be surprised if they released Aoko as, like the second, we'll just do Aoko as a second summer servant. Like this will be our second 5-star for the summer event. We'll introduce Aozaki Aoko as a swimsuit character. It's fine. They introduced Proto Merlin as that. What do you think Merlin Proto is going to be? A support arts quick or buster? I have heard tell through the grapevine, and take this with a massive grain of salt. Massive grain of salt. I think, unconfirmed, zero knowledge, period. I think this Proto Merlin is going to be quick. I think she's going to be quick. But slightly confirmed from a leak thing, her class is probably going to be Pretender. She will be a quick support pretender. I base that on supposed leaks around the new summer event. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised, Sarah, if her OG outfit was a Spiritron dress. I wouldn't be surprised at all. In fact, I'd be welcoming of that. Yes. Summer Proto Merlin is the only Proto Merlin you get. Yeah, speaking of Digimon Survive, Shiro, that's actually the little VN rant I was going to go on about, which is like people are review bombing Digimon Survive on Metacritic because it's a visual novel. But like, why and how? Why and how? Specifically because, like, how do you not know what kind of game you're buying before you buy it? You know what I mean, guys? Like, I could understand being upset in, like, the early age of the internet where, like, they didn't have, all these ways to preview games and all that. We didn't have the constant stream of like, oh, it's time for a Nintendo event. Oh, it's time for a PlayStation event. Oh, it's time for this, this, and this. But yes, exactly, Manpig. They literally advertised it as a visual novel. It is listed under all promotional material under the game's description as a visual novel. And then people are mad when it's a visual novel. That'd be like me, who is inevitably going to buy Xenoblade 3 on Friday. And I go and I buy Xenoblade 3, and I sit down, I pop in Xenoblade 3, I start playing it, and I'm like, this was supposed to be a rhythm game. I had the expectation this was going to be Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, but with Xenoblade. Trash game, garbage game. Because they wanted more Cyber Sleuth. You can just go play Cyber Sleuth. Go play Digimon World. All those other games exist. Other games in different styles from the same franchise are allowed to exist. It was advertised as a VN. How did you not know what you were buying before you spent $60 dues on it? If you spent $60 dues on it and you didn't know what you were getting, even though it was clearly advertised that that was what you were gonna be getting, then that's your own thing to worry about. That's your own mistake. That's your own thing to be upset about, I guess. Like you spent that money and you made a bad decision, but you didn't make an informed purchase before spending $60. It wasn't like they hid the visual novel aspect. It wasn't like a tiny little bait and switch where like you expected one game, but they go ahead and pulled it out from under you and gave you another. Kind of like Brutal Legend, which, gang, I love Brutal Legend, don't get me wrong. I love Brutal Legend, but I thought that was going to be a platforming, action-y, hack-and-slashy game, and then it turned into, like, a real-time strategy game about halfway through. That was a little weird. If it was a bait-and-switch in that style, I would have understood that, but Digimon Survive was clearly advertised as a visual novel, so I don't understand why you're mad that the visual novel was a visual novel. I don't get it. Yep, Cyber Sleuth is right there, which I need to get back into Cyber Sleuth. I've just kept getting distracted. I'm playing through FF7R again. Xenoblade 3 came out, so I'm going to be playing that this weekend. Fire Emblem Warriors came out. Freaking Crisis Core remake comes out this year. There's too many things. I can't breathe, my dudes. I can't breathe under the weight of all these games. It's like I'm sitting under my kotatsu, and I'm just like, the games envelop me. Crisis Core Remake is PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I'm pretty sure PC, and also Nintendo Switch. It is a large amount of things, and it is a complete visual upgrade remake of Crisis Core. Charge up all these bad boys. I mean, they showed like a comparison. There is a comparison they showed where you can go ahead and watch that, honestly, and it is a marked improvement. It is a marked improvement from the PSP graphics. It looks very nice. It is actually like, okay, this all looks really, really good. Good job. And yeah, no, Xenoblade 3 looks amazing. I did unfortunately fail in my goal of beating everything before Xenoblade 3, because like I beat Xenoblade 1, I beat Xenoblade 1 DLC with Mephia, I beat Xenoblade 2, I failed at even starting Torna Golden Country. Like, I opened Torna Golden Country, and then I got distracted, and I never opened it again. I didn't even hit start. So Torna Golden Country is going to have to wait, but yeah, Xenoblade 3 is going to have to be a thing. You don't know if you'll get Survive or Xenoblade 3? Well, I know Manpig, visual novel enjoyer extraordinaire, is very impressed with Digimon Survive. Yeah, isn't it also, like, really easy to get OP with if you just grind Digimon breeding in Cyber Sleuth Manpig? Because I seem to remember hearing from both you and other people I knew that beat Cyber Sleuth that it can get way out of hand very, very quickly. Okay, so this should be fine. Is it a spoiler to say that, yeah, it's a strategy game. It's like Digimon Final Fantasy Tactics. Go. Is it a spoiler to say the Xenoblade 3 ending cutscene song is amazing and emotional? Absolutely not, because I've honestly listened to some of the songs in that game. They're released on previews, and every song in that game goes hard. Like, I listened to the theme where you fight the first boss, and I'm like, damn, man, this is a crazy final boss theme. I don't know why they released that immediately, but it was just the first boss theme, and every single boss song in that game and fight song in that game sounds like the final boss theme. Like, it's absurd. That soundtrack is super, super good, and I'm gonna be playing that on loop for a long time. In Dawn and Dusk, you can get super OP with eggs. Ooh. Sonic Frontiers looks interesting. Min, like I'm not like huge into Sonic. Like, I did enjoy the games like as a kid, but it's not like a series I've kept up with. But Sonic Frontiers does definitely look interesting. Manpig grinded the hell out of a stage in Digimon Cyber Sleuth and sweep the final boss easy. You walked up to Redacted with a team of Ultras and Megas. Listen, if the boss is so powerful you have to redact his final name and then you just destroyed him, I think that says a lot. It's like, I know this isn't a big secret, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, and I feel like everyone's gonna be fine. But in Final Fantasy VII-R, I've sunk deep into like building out my materia and making sure everyone got their weapon skills, and I'm balancing things out with the correctly balanced equipment and all that. So I'm just gonna roll on up to Sephiroth, and I am just gonna bonk him immediately. Dawe, what's going on? Ooh, me and Manpig? Nice. Manpig's great. Manpig is a gentleman. I enjoy talking with him and sending him Kamen Rider Mugen clips. Did I hear they're making another Monster Hunter game? Ooh, is that, Monster Hunter Kaiju, right? The one where you build like a bunch of kaiju and all that? Or no, that's Monster Rancher. Yeah. Yeah, another Monster Hunter, please. Give me something else in the vein of World. Because while I did enjoy Rise, it was nice. I still like World a lot more. Monster Hunter 6 Paradise, hell yeah. Hell yeah, give me some of that sweet, sweet Monster Hunter stuff. Manpig, I wish you could make more videos, but full-time job has taken more of your time than you'd like. Videos have taken a back seat. Understandable, dude. Like, when I was at my last job and I didn't have the opportunities to, like, work from home and make videos in between my other responsibilities, it was basically go to work at 9, come home from dinner, for dinner, slam dinner really quick, make another video for a few hours, probably get done with it around 9-ish, and then from 9 until probably like 10:30 was the only free time I had at night, and then I went to bed. That's Mondays and Fridays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays was stream, and Wednesday was night off. Like, I haven't like changed the amount of things I release in a week, but being able to just work on things like in the middle of the day has been so much less stressful, and it's great. So no, I can totally understand. Like, that's just a thing that ends up taking up time. It does help that YouTube got me my new job, though. That's nice. What Ascension comma do I use? Third. Yeah, Final Ascension comma, all the way. Oh, and Monster Hunter Paradise was an info leak. Nice. Give me something more in the vein of World, and I'm down. Who are we using? No, we'll use the old man. Barely using Murasaki and Kiara since they first came out. Shows how long they were on the bench. Damn. 2 comma and 1 multi. You are set with comma for forever. Yeah, that's the nice thing. If you mention YouTube and you mention your schedule and like the extra things you do, when they look at you for a job, they're like, huh, not only is this person able to set his own schedule and go ahead and meet it, which, you know, has netted him a pretty generous following. I do say so myself. I do appreciate all of y'all. Not only is he able to do that, but if something breaks, he actually has to go out of his way to fix it on his own. And you wouldn't have gotten that far if you weren't able to do that. Need New Year's to come fast, you can NP5 Muramasa and live your best life, yo. Yeah, Monster Hunter never clicked for me the first time either, Akari, but I went back and it was honestly just World that made me go like, I love this game. Oh yeah, that infusion of quartz on JP was insane. Also for the uninitiated, JP added quartz for, I kicked that, ow. JP added quartz for actually max ascending your servants. Let me get closer. JP added quartz for max ascending your servants. So if you had, say, every character in the game maxed out completely, you ended up getting a little over 900 Saint Quartz in one gigantic lump sum. Let's see how much Munori hits for. Huh. Neat. Double neat. Over 1,000 quartz if you had every servant? Okay, okay. I was thinking 900 or something like that, but maybe I miscounted. AKA free Arcoade? Yeah, statistically that gets you a free Arcoade. Yeah, and any free Saint Quartz on top of that. Yeah, when I saw that, actually, I kicked into overdrive on my leveling, too. I'm just kind of in material hell, but I maxed out Lanling Wong just today, and I am working on Nezha right now. Just whoever I have materials for. Yeah, if you're Collector EX, that's when you truly benefit. Okay, Scheherazade. There she is. 1,000 because they got the 100 as the Annie bonus. Okay. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Because we're definitely gonna hit the time gate. 2 years for Bazette, Charlemagne, Arcueid, Proto Merlin. All the faves are coming home. I'm actually not knowing what her kit does at all. I am way more down for Proto Merlin than Arcueid. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they each do. Manpig, who's max ascended every servant, is going to absolutely just crush it. Guaranteed free Arcueid. Yeah, that's actually really true, Dozen. There's a lot of free sync quartz locked behind rank ups and interludes. It's always a good idea to max ascend everybody and do the rank ups and interludes for everybody. Oh, I have no doubt Lost Spell 6 will pump us up pretty high in terms of revenue. People are gonna lose it over Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, it's just max ascension, Akari. You don't gotta worry about skills. No, they haven't done anything like that. All of your servants could be 1/1/1, and you'd still get all the quartz. The only problem after maxing everyone is you got nothing to do but stock on embers and mats. Yeah, and then you spend all those embers and mats on the next servant and max them. That is the goal, the plan, the gameplay loop. Justin, read the Suki remake to understand why Arcueid is so hype. I mean, I at least kind of understand. Okay, so I'm gonna phrase it in the way I understand it, okay? And let me know if I get this wrong, chat. So Arcueid being released, it's basically like, say they released a Final Fantasy game, like they have, but let's talk about this hypothetical Final Fantasy game. Let's say they release a Final Fantasy game and every character from across the whole franchise ends up getting into it over the course of extra updates and all that. Except Cloud. Cloud never shows up. Cloud is rumored and never comes to fruition. And the entire player base waits 7 years with no sign, any rhyme or reason to why he's not there. Just no Cloud for 7 years. And then all of a sudden Cloud gets announced. I feel like everyone would lose their goddamn minds. And that is the closest analog in my mind I have to Arcueid showing up on FGO. That's the closest I can work it out. Oh, if I'm I honestly just use my apples whenever. Like I'm not like constantly grinding every single day. So I really just use them whenever the mood to play strikes me. But I try not to overcap on stamina or anything like that. Like play it smart. Like if I notice I'm doing a run and I'm just about to be like this bit, I'll chuck a bronze apple at it and then I'll finish it. But like I just try not to overcap on my stamina, essentially. That's my process for it. First Arcueid was coming, like when the silhouette came out, then she wasn't coming, but then finally she's out. Yeah, and I think a lot of people expected more her like regular outfit with like the skirt and the sweater, not the Archetype Earth version that we got. It's that, and also just because we love the Moon Princess and she's a super lovable character that tugs at your heart big time. Okay, so like Cloud, like I feel like that's the same thing, at least to me. The Suki remake is in the process of getting translated. Well, it better get translated. Arcueid route is already fully translated. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna use the dog. Just because I want any excuse to use the dog. Which servants do you think will get the skill upgrade in the coming days? Okay, this is actually something I want to talk about. Like, this is actually very much so worth talking about. So let's Let's go ahead and open this. And let's take a gander. Some people want our class to be funny vamp, lol. Only the CL route's not translated? Can I get it on PC? Because I don't want to hack my Nintendo Switch. Okay, can we open? Huh. Weird. Switch emulator. Ooh, okay. I want window capture. Thank you. Add source. Proper Torinos. There we go. Jesus. All right. That took way too long. Oh, hang on. Oh. Where am I? Where am I in the list of things? Oh, God. Okay. Ah, too far. Send help. Someone call a scientist. Oh, God. Please. Please, OBS. Just want to bring it up a little bit. Just want to bring it up a little bit, OBS. There we go. Thank God. Okay. Jeez. All right. So what are these bufferinos? Where are these bufferinos? Strengthening quest. Okay, cool. All right. So I don't know if you already saw it, but we already got Vlad, we already got Jekyll. And then we already got Medusa Lily and Yermwood. Cool. All right, so we're looking at 5-star Saber and 3-star Saber tomorrow. So 5-star Saber and 3-star Saber tomorrow. I've got to say for 5-star Saber, Shiki makes the most sense. Shiki absolutely makes the most sense. If it's not Shiki, I will legitimately be mad. There is no servant on this entire list that is a 5-star Saber that is more both deserving and needs a buff than Ryogi Shiki. So Void Shiki. It has to be Void Shiki or I will be mad. Let's just be frank. Let's just be straight up. Captain Crunch. It has to be Void Shiki. As for the 3-star, I'm agreeing with you, Shiro. I kind of feel like Bedivere is the most likely. Astolfo Saber does need a buff. I agree, Manpig, but Void Shiki has needed a buff for longer. And then for the 3-star, yeah, either Bedivere or I'd like to see Fergus get a buff. Or Child Murderer Gita Ray. I feel like when it comes to how long they've been around, Fergus and Child Murderer Gita Ray have been around longer and deserve the buff more, but Bedivere also would be fine. Remove the debuff and lengthen the attack. That would be nice. That would be nice. All right, so August 4th, we're looking at a 4-star Assassin and a 1-star Rider. So for the 4-star Assassin getting the buff, they're just going to give it to Wu Zhe Shan again because they seem to just like giving her buffs forever. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. For 4-star assassin, honestly, I feel like based on stuff coming around with the release, they'll give us Yon King. Because Yon King's getting a summer swimsuit outfit, and they're going to want to hype up reasons for people to play the event. Yeah, Gills being useful will be nice. Yeah, Saber Gills being useful will be nice. Yeah, I feel like our 4-star will be Yon King. Chiome does need a buff. I would say if we're looking for who necessarily needs a buff from 4 stars, it is Chiome, Kato Danzo, and Ushiwaka Assassin. I think these 3 are the ones that need it the most. But I think based on summer costume release, I think this is the most likely. I think Yon King's gonna get another buff. For the 1-star rider, they did straight up say 1 star, right? Like, I'm not an idiot, right? Or is it just a lower rarity rider? It says 1 star, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Oh, I know. Wait, I do believe that. It's Bart Roberts. Yeah, Bart Roberts is gonna buff. Okay, ignore me. I forgot Bart Roberts existed momentarily. Yeah, no. So Bart's getting a buff. The end. Okay, cool. I'm excited to see what buff Bart Roberts gets. Yeah, a lot of old assassins need buffs. Agreed. So we got a 4-star rider and a 3-star archer. Yeah, I think Bart Roberts is already super good, so I'm excited to see how much further they take him. Huh, 4-star rider getting a buff. Double charisma to bang straight servant. Yeah. 4-star rider, I think they will buff. I think they'll buff Marie Antoinette. If I had to pick 2, I think they will either buff Marie Antoinette or Anne Bonny and Mary Read. I think these 2 are the most likely. They'll give us a Marie Antoinette or an Anne Bonny and Mary Read buff. Like, they've already got something. Like, they've got Docking Assault, which is great. And they've got Dazzling Pirate Princess, which is great. But Combination needs a boost as well. Combination needs, like, card effectiveness. So, yeah, I feel like either Marie Antoinette or Anne Bonny and Mary Read. Yeah, regular Anne Bonny does need the buff more, but unfortunately, she is not the rider. I mean, Martha buff would be cool. I don't know what they give her. I mean, they gave her Miracle, which is awesome. Maybe a further defense reduction or a card resistance reduction from for a Vow of the Saintess. That could be cool. Sort of like a Buster resistance reduction on that. That could be nice. Or give Protection of the Faith, like, make it targetable and debuff immunity. That could be cool. But most likely, I think it's Marie Antoinette. I think Marie's getting a buff. And I think it's going to be this. I think they're going to buff up Grace of God in some way. As for the Archer, it is a 3-star Archer. What's up, Chuck? Nice! You got Kama. That's great. Congratulations. As far as a 3-star Archer we're buffing, If devs just get lazy, NP battery, everyone. Yeah. No, it's a 3-star Archer. It's not going to be Paris. I'm thinking either Kogil or Billy the Kid. Probably Billy the Kid, honestly. Yeah, Billy the Kid has only received a buff to his Noble Phantasm. I think it's going to be Billy the Kid. I think they're going to try to pull in more quick. If they buff Kogil... Oh, wait, has Kogil ever received a buff? Oh, yeah, he got the bonus charm and critical stars. And the buff to Gate of Babylon. Yeah, it's either going to be Kogil or Billy the Kid. I really don't see any reason to buff anybody outside of that. Like, Tawara's fine. I don't think Tawara really sees that much use for them to, like, consider buffing it up. William Tell's great already, so there's no need to buff him up. And that's really it for 3-star archers. Yeah. David, I don't think they'll touch. There's no reason to touch David right now. Harp of Healing is fine. Hamesh Avanim. I feel like that strengthening was recent. So yeah, Kogil or Billy the Kid. Absolutely. Let's see, let's move on. We get a 5-star Foreigner and a 3-star Caster. Oh, 5-star Foreigner is easy. They're buffing Abby. They're buffing Abby. I will immediately call that. They're buffing Abby. It'll be funny if they buff Uriel and Stheno. It would be silly, considering Medusa Lily also got a buff. David does need an animation update. Yeah, they're definitely gonna buff Abby. It'll be one of the Abbies. It'll be either Abby or Summer Abby. I feel like Summer Abby needs it more, because she's just like a weird AoE inferior version of regular Abby. But they're going to buff one of the Abigails. It's going to be regular Abigail or it's going to be Summer Abigail. I feel like Summer Abigail needs a little more. But it's going to be an Abigail Williams. I can promise you that. Nah, I don't think they'll buff Hokusai. She doesn't need it. She really doesn't need it. She's only gotten better with the introduction of Castoria, and how good she is hasn't been, like, diminished over the passage of time. Abby has absolutely taken all the L's unit-wise. Terror, while a neat mechanic in theory, is just not consistent enough for me to actively want to use it. Like, if Terror was consistent in any specific way, like, if I could count on that stun, then I would be using Abigail a lot more. But Terror's just not nearly as consistent enough. The second I got a Heroine XX, I just swapped over to using XX as my main Foreigner, and I've never looked back. When adult Abby in NA, never. Yeah, Dreamlands looks really cool. Dreamlands looks awesome. Just, she needs something. I don't think Dreamlands will get touched because it removes all the enemy's defensive buffs first. But what she needs more than anything, what Abby needs more than anything summer-wise, is a Buster effectiveness up. She needs a Buster effectiveness up. She doesn't have anything. She has Buster resistance reduce, but, like, Karna has Buster resistance reduce and a Buster effectiveness up. Like, yeah, it'll be one of the Abbies. As for the 3-star caster getting buffed, I think it's absolutely no contest Child Murderer Jidere. They're going to buff Child Murderer Jidere. Like, Hohenheim needs an animation update, and that'd be cool. But they've already buffed Babbage. But it's gonna be Child Murderer Jidere, and they're gonna be on brand with an Outer Gods theme on that day. Like, oh no, blasphemy aesthetic, like that's sweet and all that, but like, it might even be they're gonna do something with Terror. Jidere needs buffs all around. Listen, I hear you, Lilibeth. And I hope against all hope... Oh, God. The bots are back. Hang on. Sweet and all Hang on. But, like... It might even be they're going to do something with Terror. Goodbye. Cool. Alright, we did it. Sorry about the double speak there for a second. Way to murder it. But I hope against hope, for all muscle's sake, that it is Geronimo. Because this man's entire kit... This man's entire kit is Arcoade's passive. Like, I hope for all muscle specifically that it is Geronimo. I feel like it's going to be Child Murderer Jidere, but if I was allowed to pick what I wanted, it would be Geronimo, specifically for all muscle. And then finally, we've got what? A 4-star Saber and a 1-star Berserker getting bonuses. Trapocada activate. For 4-star Saber, huh? Huh. The Mighty Chain did really help Geronimo, but when your massive buff is something everybody else gets, you need a better buff. Honestly, for the 4-star, I feel like Dion. I feel like Dion. Because Dion does not have a buff to any of their skills. So I think Dion is the most likely Saber candidate to get a buff. I mean, Salter's got Twilight Star already. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you can buff Excalibur Morgan. But I feel like Dion's going to get a skill buff because Dion needs a skill buff. I don't know what to do with Dion. I just know something needs to be done with Dion. Maybe an increase of evasion for times. Maybe, like, some sort of bonus effect on Look of Loveliness. I just know Dion needs something. I just don't know what it is. OG Lancelot has no buffs, right? OG Lancelot does not need buffs. OG Lancelot does not need buffs. Dion needs a second NP buff. I can see that. I can see that. Maybe we can actually give Dion a niche. Like, have Dion give them some sort of, like, arts resist down or something like that. That would be dope. I'd like to see a resistance reduction on, arts resistance reduction on our enemies. That way we could at least comfortably slot Dion in on, like, an Art Saber team with, like, Munanori and Lan Ling Wang. That could be really fun. Yeah, I feel like a resistance reduction on the Noble Phantasm might be the way to go. Or something up here. I don't know what. Some sort of resistance reduction that would comfortably slot Dion into a card type niche, I feel like would be the best thing for them. As for the 1-star Berserker, what are our choices? Spartacus, Asterios, Paul Bunyan. Unfortunately not Eric Bloodaxe, the Bloodaxe King. Man of Blood Axe. Axe Blood, Blood Axe. Let's take a look at these. It's going to be Spartacus or Asterios. But Spartacus has received so many strengthenings, like 3 strengthenings, to the point where I feel like it's got to be Asterios just based on process of elimination. Like, Asterios has received 1 interlude and 1 strengthening. Spartacus has received 3 strengthenings. It's gonna be Asterios. Yeah, maybe a Guts for semi bonuses. Maybe like increase Labyrinth of the Abyss to 3 turns. That's really what I would like to see. Increase Labyrinth of the Abyss for 3 turns. That would be dope. Second Labyrinth of the Abyss bonus. For Chaos Labyrinthos, I mean, this is honestly fine. This is honestly fine. This is neat. Yeah, Spartacus is already really, really good. Just Asterios 100% battery. Like, here we go. Asterios, we're giving you 100% battery. We'll chuck it on Labyrinth of the Abyss. Here, Labyrinth of the Abyss, 3-turn star absorption on Buster cards specifically, 3-turn Buster card performance, 100% NP charge. There you go. All right, perfect. Asterios. It's fine because his stats are low, and you can just go ahead and grail him if you want to make up for that. Okay, yeah, those are the ideas I've got in my head. I mean, are there other servants that are deserving of buffs out there? Yes, but they are not in the running, so I can't mention them. Oh, speaking of 4-star sabers, like, do you know who really does need a buff? Hey, what's up, Nautico? Yeah, it's been a wee minute. Speaking of 4-star sabers that need buffs, please, God, please. This is what I want to see. Come on. Like, come on, my guys. This needs to happen. Like, holy crap. Summer Maeve? Oh, no, she's not. Oh, no, she is not. She is not very good at all. Summer Maeve is not very good at all. Design-wise, like, she's an 11 as a character. Like, design-wise, she's incredible. But mechanically, ugh. God, please. Everyone's saying Suzuka. Don't waste time, she's beyond salvation. What's Summer Maeve's kit? Oh my God. Summer Maeve's kit. For starters, look at her grailed attack at level 100. This is if you get her level 100. 9,700 attack at level 100. 11,000 attack at level 120. Just to dare to compare, let's talk about our boy Munenori because he's relevant in the event. Munenori maxes out at 9,999 attack at level 80. So the man's got 1,900 attack on her in the same rarity. And he absolutely eclipses her level 120 attack at level 100. He absolutely eclipses it. Her she gets Noble Phantasm gain for every turn and critical stars every turn. Yeah, sure, cool, whatever. But her arts cards have 2 hits and she only has 2 of them. Only 60% chance to charm. Arts resistance reduction, cool, but again, ow. Party-wide attack buff, party-wide critical damage boost. And One Shot My Love has a chance to inflict Nice Shot on them. And it reduces their defense by 10% per stack for 3 turns. But if you know how probability works, like, the chance to hit with Nice Shot, it's like 60%. So, to get Nice Shot to hit for a 60% chance 5 times, let's go ahead and let's just do some Google Foo. What is the chance to succeed on 60% 5 times? Odds calculator. What are the odds? So let's say the chances of winning are... Sum up all the chances, so... Why am I bad at math? Why am I very bad at math? Don't we have things that do this for me? Odds calculator, just do that for me. Probability of winning, 60%. Probability of losing, 40%. Chances for success, 5. I don't know if I'm doing this right. But I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But it's not 100% is the thing. The thing is, every single time that rolls, there's a 60% chance to hit that. So odds are, more often than not, you are never hitting that defense reduction, and the damage on the Noble Phantasm ends up super pitiful. So yeah, ignore how terrible I am at math. I usually use calculators for a lot of shit. But your chances are not good, is all I am saying. So, damn, yeah. I'd like to see Maeve get a buff. I don't think it will ever happen. But I would like to see that happen. Nautico, I almost failed finite math in college, okay? And that was mainly because the class was like, you're not allowed to use a calculator. Even though we're in the age right now where everyone has a calculator on their smartphone at all times, you still have to not use a calculator. Even though, you know, math classes should be teaching you how to do the equations and do problem-solving skills rather than just doing the fine math. Oh my god, chat coming in. Lil Dozen, Louise, thank you. Okay, so it's about a 7.7% chance to hit all 5 of those things in a row. My god, thank you, chat. Thank you so much. See, we're interactive over on this channel. And what's going on, Jonathan? Give Jonathan props, as Kama just got maxed out today. They want you to pair her with Caskill, but I want to pair her with Castoria. Just use your toes? No. Alright, yeah, let's eat all those. Let's buff up. And we don't need to use the first buff because a wyvern is not a man. Let's see what we can do. Thank you, level 90 NP5 Ezo. Did I pull on the recent GSSR banner? Yes, I got another Summer Artoria. Very unfortunate. Actually, no, I lied. That was the banner before. I got Sei Shonagon on this one. I got Sei Shonagon, which was nice. I'll definitely take Zoomer Archer. Yeah, Doggo's level 90. He deserved it. Now my next project is Lobu level 90, red hair 90. Let's see here. Yagyu Munenori Tajima no Kami. Oh yeah, design is the sole reason I went in on Izo. I'm like, listen, I need this man. I need him NP5. I have his Nendoroid around here somewhere. I don't think I've actually unpacked it yet. Yeah, man, Pig, I was so happy you got Melt, my dude. Like, that is incredible. I'm so pleased for you. Thank the game for making limited 3 stars. Yeah, that and Mori. And then we've got that limited 1 star coming up soon, gang. So please keep that in mind. Be ready for the limited 1 star. Alright. Time to do terrible things to this horse. Oh, I am jelly of that Melt Lancer, Jonathan. I wish I had a Melt Lancer. Yeah, Manpig went through an entire shonen anime character arc trying to get Castoria, and then he got her on the last day. Do I have a JP account? I don't. I've been trying to juggle multiple Gacha games in between like this and Epic 7 and Punishing Grey Raven, and even I'm finding that hard. I don't know if I could do a JP account on top of this. Yeah, the limited 1-star is Nobukatsu, and he is basically a Nobu supporter, and he's very good. He's very good as a Nobu supporter, and as a 1-star supporter in general. I like him quite a bit. Yeah, save all your FP for Gooda. Like, I've been very strategic in my FP spending. I spent all possible FP I could on NP5 Mandricardo, and then I just started banking it again. I feel like there were a lot of shonen anime Chunin exam arcs to get Castoria. Yeah, Nobukatsu is huge for Mao Nobu. Nobukatsu is incredible for Mao Nobu. Unironically fixed a lot of her issues. All she needed was the support of her little brother. That was it. Let's do this. Just because big number. I like big number. Any idea when my next FGO help stream is gonna be? Honestly, probably not for a while, just because I tend to like to make those streams go a little longer, and my house is not well ventilated and is so ungodly hot right now because the entire planet is essentially on fire. But probably a little closer to winter when it starts cooling down. I'll do a longer stream to make up for it. Am I going hard on the next lotto? I'm going to grind as much as I care to grind. That's what I do every single lotto. I always clear out the lotto to at least get into the bonus reasons. But, you know, it's nice. It's nice. I feel like it's definitely the easiest way to farm EXP. The one that doesn't hurt your brain enough. But now with 5-star embers, things have started balancing. I've actually started grinding more than 5-star embers, and 5-star QP has started being released. It feels like it's worth more of my time, essentially. What do I think of Epic 7? I like it. I mean, it has its issues. Real-time arena is a nightmare, and I will never do it. You basically need to be a whale if you want to compete. But overall, it's, in terms of like story and the actual like grinding aspect and the characters they got and stuff like that, it's a fun game. I got back into it because Arya came out, and I'm like, I need that. So I went and rolled for Arya. And then they were going to nerf her, and then they didn't nerf her. And that was cool, at least. Who's my waifu? Summer BB. Summer BB is currently on the quest to bond 15. Yeah, next lotto has bones in it, so I'm actually pretty low on bones as well, so I'll definitely be going in on that. What is the prediction on Proto Merlin's skills and NP? As far as Proto Merlin goes, I said it earlier, I'm going to mention it again. I think she's going to be a new quick support. And I also, based on leaks and all of that, she's probably going to be a pretender. I won't say what else was in the leak, because, you know, it's not even, like, verified. But I will give you all that piece of information. I think that seems realistic. I think she's going to be a pretender. Oh god, I love Summer BB so much. They'll probably have Qin Shi Huang downloads event and interludes after Ooku. Yeah. Yeah, GOOOOOO is going to be the event. What do I think of the battle system changes? I think, I keep moving away. I need to stop doing that. I think Quick's moving in the right direction, really. 10 stars was way too low a payoff for anybody to want to make a Quick chain. But there's still the inherent problem that you're still going to overflow on stars, so anything you pull over 50 is a waste of time. And it does give a critical damage bonus too, if I recall correctly. So that's also very, very good. That's what I want to see from my Quick. I want to be completely focused on dummy stupid crits, because that's what the card type's supposed to be. But the main problem is I just feel like the critical star system in general is just flawed. And you can only really put a band-aid on that. Unless you did an entire rework of how Quick cards function, I really don't think we'll see the changes the card type really needs. I mean, the only reason we were so into Quick farming was because it's not crit damage, it's crit chance. It needs to do both. I think it needs to do both for it to be a more viable option. I really do. I really would like to see it do both. So it's just crit chance. I mean, then already we're hitting that point where 50 stars is insane. Like, you don't even need 50 stars anymore because you're already getting a passive buff to that crit chance. So stars have been devalued even more with the buff. I just think stars in general are like a not super great mechanic. And short of like scrapping it and completely redoing it, I don't really think we'll see a big fix. I mean, I just feel like the main reason the crit system is not okay is because it is very easy to fulfill the requirements with other things. Like, it's very easy to fill the requirements with just like some 20-30 buffs or like a Merlin passive or things like that. And the payoff in general isn't necessarily that great. Like, the only reason we did Scotty looping, for example, is because Quick was functioning like how Arts looping functions now. Like, Quick was the first thing that functioned like how Arts looping was functioned, and Buster had no conceivable way of doing that. So we're like, okay, I guess we're going with Quick, even though Arts is supposed to be the NP thing. God damn it. These bots, they hurt me. Was functioning like how Arts looping functioned. So like Quick was just doing what Arts was doing. Quick was the first thing that functioned like how Arts looping. But then they added, oh god, I'm double talking. So Quick's was just doing what Arts was doing. And now Buster is able to do what Arts was doing. But also Buster naturally does more big unga bunga damage than Quick. So that's another problem on top of that. I don't know. I just feel like see, I don't even know how to fix it. That's the problem. I don't even know how to make it so Quick cards would seem more valuable than a Buster or an Arts card in a post Koyanskaya and post Artoria caster world. The first thing that came to my mind was like, maybe let Quick cards build up a chance for a Noble Phantasm to crit, and then like you choose to deal less damage in order to overall deal a lot more damage with your Noble Phantasm when it finally does pop. But even then, like, NP damage still I feel would end up having the bigger value if they did like any sort of system like that. So I don't know. I wish I had a way to feel like Quick could become more valuable. But I feel like while the quick buff was necessary, all it did was really just devalue crit stars even more. For Buster, you need 3 5-star supports at 10, 10, 10, and for Quick and Arts, you just need 1 support. That is very true. And yeah, Quick is now a more valuable lead card. That increased crit chance really helps. But again, the issue I'm talking about is not that Quick itself is devalued, is that Quick's main resource critical stars are devalued by the buff that gives them. Yes, Lilibeth, actually, exactly. If any sort of excess crit stars got carried over, I feel like that would help. It definitely can't be 100% of the stars, because then you would just continually bank stars and bank stars and bank stars, and it would get out of hand very quickly. But if there were more abilities you could use crit stars off of, and if there were ways to just transfer over some of the abundance of crit stars that you make, I feel like that would put Quick in a lot better place. It's just crit stars in general as a resource are not nearly as valuable as I would like them to be. That's basically my main gripe with Quick right now. In increasing the critical chance of all of the other cards, you end up devaluing the critical star as a resource a lot more. I hope that puts my feelings into perspective. My problem's not with Quick cards in general. It is just, my problem is with the main resource that Quick cards are designed to generate. Quick NP should crit. Again, I feel like Arts or Buster NPs with NP damage would just be more powerful. Yeah, even a max of 10 would be massive. Maybe make it where 100 stars make a Quick NP crit. See, I don't even know about that. Just NP's critting in general. I feel like NP damage already kind of sort of does that. And like, how much more excess damage can you do before your big numbers end up being worthless? Like, you can deal like 999 million damage to something, and that means a lot if the enemy has 1,000,000 HP. But if the enemy has 999 quadrillion trillion HP, then that number suddenly doesn't mean as much. And break bars exist on top of that, so you're already gated in what your Noble Phantasms can do. It's just a cheat sheet in the next phase. You know, that is an interesting idea, John. Go ahead and have excess crit stars give you some sort of attack buff, like basically like carrying over your momentum of like being able to hit all the enemy's weak spots. And then if you have excess, it's like, oh man, I hit the enemy's weak spots so bad that they're still off balance, like kind of have that sort of thing. I think that is actually a very interesting way to fix it. That was a very good thing to bring to the conversation, man. Awesome. I mean, yeah, Louise, you do miss those 90% crits. It's XCOM numbers, right? Like that XCOM picture where they had like a 99% chance to hit the enemy and they're right next to them with a gun right in the alien's face, and then they fire and the gun just goes I don't know why they haven't dealt with the problem of excess stars. I guess they just haven't seen it as an issue, but also keep in mind that like Lasengel is the main team that's been fixing the issues that the game has had, and Lasengel hasn't been around for a very long time. Like, they're kind of still a work in progress. However, I do feel that they are actually pushing the game in the right direction, and I do appreciate that. I feel like since Ono took over, they've actually been treating the game parts of FGO the game with more love and care. Oh, and to answer that that question earlier that I missed and meant to answer and then went off on a tangent, the event is time locked. The event is time locked. No, I don't think it's copium. I don't think it's copium. Like, Lasengel actually has done a very good job trying to address the issues of the game and reining it in. And to see them actually do a system change for a card, like, even just the fact that they're doing that is incredible. Even just the fact that they are doing a system change to address an issue. Because what would you assume Delightworks would do in order to fix an issue, say, a couple years ago? Oh, well, Delightworks is just going to release a new character that's super overpowered with the mechanic to fix that issue, but you're going to have to pay money to get that mechanic to fix that issue, and there's no guarantee you'll even get it. Lasengel is like, no, let's actually make a change to the system that everyone and every character is going to see. That's already a big win for me. Oh, that's right, we got Murderous Ghost. Man, chat, y'all have made my neurons activate so much that I've gotten distracted from grinding. I do appreciate it. I love it. I love it when the chat's engaging. And talks and, I'm sorry, and talks and says words and contributes. I do appreciate that. Using star as a currency in the mid-fight, like change 50 stars to 25 for a double crit damage, 50 stars for a 20% no charge. So that's the thing, is like, how do you apply that? How do you apply that? Today's big brain stream time. They changed it because they were doing some restructuring. I guess they weren't happy with how Delightworks was handling the game, which I don't blame them, because Delightworks has basically been very hands-off and not great with how they've handled the game. So they split off Lasengel to do more of this, like, actual game-related stuff. A lot of it was just, a lot of it I feel like was because Yoshinori Ono of Street Fighter fame came in. I legitimately believe that. I legitimately believe the man came in and looked at the game, and yeah, people are going to have issues with him with Street Fighter V. I feel like most of that was Capcom's fault, though, I'll be frank. But the man does have a storied history in looking at games and rebalancing them. See the actually still magnificent to this day Ultra Street Fighter 4. I feel like Ono was the big catalyst for changing a lot of how they operate there. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They always have somebody reading social media stuff. But it's just like with the Sakura debacle that happened over at Delightworks, which I feel like was also part of the straw that broke the camel's back. With the Sakura Tyson game, they were only giving the team the good feedback. Like, they were intentionally leaving the bad feedback out of the meetings, so nobody was understanding why the game wasn't performing well. Like, no, you need the bad feedback. I mean, kick out all the stuff that's like just people being angry or people saying really, really rude things that aren't constructive. But you do need the negative feedback as well to make your game and product better. Yeah, Sakura Tyson was absolutely huge and instrumental, I feel like. Crit stars debuffing the enemy? I don't know about that. I feel like that's less in the spirit of crit stars. Like hitting someone in the weak spot. I kind of feel like a buff to my characters for like how well they're doing, because it just like it gives the player that sense of I'm doing really well. I get that buff. As someone who works in corporate, people have no ideas sometimes how boomers in boardrooms can completely ruin good ideas they don't understand. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if Delightworks was making a ton of money, they're just like, we're making a ton of money and we haven't had to do anything. Why would we do anything? And then they just keep doing that, and then they're just like, why has my newest iteration of this game started to fail? Well, it's because you just kept doing the same thing forever and haven't actually tried to address any of the criticisms that people have with it. Remember, people, the only constant in this world is change. That's it. You have to be willing to adapt. That goes for everything. I feel like Proto Merlin's gonna get a crit star gimmick for arts? Maybe. And yeah, FGO's looking good. The game's at least got another 5 years in it. I'm sad I won't be able to play Ooku. I only started last December and you're currently in Salem. You will be able to play Ooku when it becomes a main interlude. You'll just have to wait a little longer. But it will become a main interlude and you can absolutely play it in the future. It's always, and I'm sorry if this is a hot take, chat, but it's always some dried up old man who doesn't know how to open a PDF that ruins everything for everyone. And my hope is to just not become that dried up old man someday. That's it. Like, I hate that I even have to tell this story sometimes, chat, but this is another one of those stories that got me my new job. There was a printer at one of my jobs that didn't work, and nobody could figure out why. It just wouldn't feed paper through. And they were about to throw out this $1,200 printer and buy a new one. And then I opened the printer, and chat, the roller was saturated with ink. So I went and I grabbed rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip from the bathroom and I cleaned the roller. And everything was fine. And I saved them $1,200 that day because they were going to throw out an entire printer because the roller was covered in ink. I am not going to retire by 40 to try to avoid old man syndrome. I'm just going to be open to the youth and their ideas with their TikToks and their Venmos and their... I don't know, is it still avocado toast or have we moved on to something else? I hear we've actually got too many avocados right now. Comma, one multi, your ritual was harsh. You wanted to change your profile pic to an embarrassing fate meme of Shiro and Gudako swimsuit. Do it anyways. Do it to celebrate. Yeah, FGO really did get a second chance. A new roller would cost, like, what? $10? It wasn't even that. It wasn't even needed. I cleaned it with alcohol and a Q-tip. I do work IT now. That story was the thing that got me the job in IT. At my previous job, I was just the only person that knew how to work a computer. But I do work IT now. And yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Where would I even put the printer? Where would I even put it? You gotta think ahead. I want to retire at 40, but not because I want to avoid the old man syndrome. You can avoid old man syndrome just as long as you're cognizant of it. Just as long as you realize that every generation has said that the generation before them is soft and weak and going to ruin everything. As long as you realize that that is what has been said since the beginning of time about every generation that has ever existed, you will be okay. You will be okay. Just remain cognizant of that fact. Just be like, ooh, Shin, damn. Hang on, let's take a look at this really quick. Shin, holy shit. I knew he did it. But goddamn. And he even level 100'd the CE. Wow. True champion. Then I'll admit, I don't have a bidet, but I need to buy a bidet. It's not that I am not receptive to the idea of the bidet. It's that just I need the capital to purchase said bidet. But once I have the capital to purchase said bidet, I will buy the bidet. I just need to be able to get it first. What's going on, Poggers? That is how you know it's a good help desk. When you actually learn how to fix stuff. Yeah, that's Shinides. That's Shinides, Madhari. Beautiful Madhari. Go watch Shinides FGO animations if you haven't. Man is a champion. He just released a new one about Arcade. He does live 2D stuff sometimes. I will hold the applause for Shin until he finishes maxing those pen skills. I know he's working on it. Dude, even when it comes to toilets, just give me a toilet stall where the door goes up to the ceiling and down to the floor. Just give me that. Why does the door only cover 80% of the area I live in? I just searched up bidet and I'm confused. It shoots water at your butt. Shoots water at your butt to get stuff off. And then you just wipe off the water. Saves you on toilet paper. You hook it up to your water line. The end. Your bum is cleaner than ever. But let me clarify, phone. It's not water like directly from the toilet bowl. It's from a separate water line, so it's clean. You don't gotta worry about that. But it makes your bum nice and clean. That is the discussion has turned to bidets. Battle mechanics are nice, but other stuff you don't see the hype. Arcade okay, some servant buffs okay, 1,000 quartz yes. I mean, the buffs are always good. I will always welcome things that make the things I already have better. No phone, it does not. It is soothing. My friends have one. It is soothing. Some of them will even blow dry your bum for you. And yeah, we also got 60 FPS on JP, so that's cool. What are the chances we're getting an FGO Tsukihime collab this year? High, I would say. Poggers got Arcade on the 5th multi, did GSSR, and then got Morgan. Excellent. And you already have Koyanskaya and Oberon. Excellent. You are ready for forever. Some of them will blow dry, like they'll shoot warm air at your bum. And then your bum gets warmed. It's like sitting on a heating pad. You're good to go. I'll search it up. Oh, phone, you champion. Oh, God! They have returned. The bots have returned. I have muted myself this time. Goodbye. Enter the Shadow Realm. The Shadow Realm hath been entered. Imagine the Arcade field, but it's Emiya Alter Reality Marvel. Ooh. That would be horrifying. Emiya Alter scares me. Unlimited Lost Works is actually a legitimately horrifying Noble Phantasm. Oh, that's right. Inro skills exist right now. I don't need those, my guy. That was the KAMAAAAAAAAAAAA. KAMAAAAAAAAAA has invaded the chat. Sonic, that's why I'm just nice to my Alexa, so I'll be a pet. Pogger spent a week in Hong Kong. All the toilets are modernized as fuck. They know what to focus on. That is just what needs focused on. What would be good rituals or catalysts for Kama? I saw someone summon her using a chicken nugget as a catalyst. Yara is surely a good catalyst, right? Yeah, probably. But also, like, just, like, go get a 10-piece nugget. Like a 10-piece chicken nugget. And that should be enough to summon her. Which Arcuate Ascension do you like the most? I like Second Ascension, honestly. It's nice and simple. Imagine a bidet going unlimited Lost Works. I never thought that sentence would ever be spoken, or typed, or put into this world at all. But it's out there, and now we all have to live with it. East Kandar normal Emio with the Arcuate field. Yeah, we do need more sweet change the battlefield effects. They can do it. Just do it. You can just live in the bathroom. Incredible. The catalyst for Kama is to try and summon Parvati. What was the character that was called Curry Butt in Tsukihime? I have no idea. Unlimited Lost Works is just unlimited Blade Works, but concentrated inside a person's body. Yeah, it's messed up. It's absolutely messed up. It's like My Hero Academia with like everyone's like that. Oh, that girl can create mushrooms. That's such a stupid power. But then she like creates mushrooms inside of a guy's throat and starts choking him to death, and you're just like, oh. Oh. I forgot that's a thing. Still hoping for an actual Galahad servant, maybe at the end of Lost Belts. Maybe at the end of Lost Belts. We'll get that. Why not? Dogu Shogun. If a power is stupid, you're not imagining how you can use it enough. Yeah, like how busted the Speed Force is. What was that? It was in that one movie where, like, Reverse Flash got, like... He got, like, shot in the head, and he, like, vibrated so fast that he expanded the, like... 2 seconds it would have taken for him to die in, to, like, months. Or years or something like that. Like, there's a lot of stupid, nutty stuff you can do with some superpowers, especially in comic books. Or was it like the spores? It was like mushrooms or spores or something. It just made her incredibly horrifying. All I remember is after that scene, Mushroom Girl scared the shit out of me. It's an itty bitty baby fruit. Not gonna lie, I watched The Flash and Season 7 was... Season 7 was what? Season 7 was what? It was a thing? I heard it, like, events occurred. The stuff Magneto can do with a little metal power. Magneto is busted. And Magneto is also like one of my favorite Marvel characters. Him and Doctor Doom. What servants do you guys want to see have the Arcade field effect? Definitely Emiya and Emiya Alter. Definitely. Definitely Emiya Alter. Trying to think here. I would like to see maybe an Avalon change from Merlin. Like for Garden of Avalon. Like give us the tower and some flowers during the turns the buff is up. That could be super sick. Maybe Asagami Fujino could just have a broken bridge in the background. Yeah, East Kandar is a given. East Kandar is an absolute given. Oh, Doctor Doom's awesome. Doctor Doom's so good. Yeah, Doctor Doom's so good, and Magneto is just like, it's very, very hard, like, as the years go on to like see Magneto as a villain. Like you just routinely are like, no, Magneto's kind of got a point. Magneto's kind of really got a point. And yeah, Doctor Doom is incredible. Like it was through playing him in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that led me to like actually looking in and like reading comics like the Secret Wars with like Planet Doom and all that stuff. Doctor Doom's amazing. No one defeats Doom. If Doom has ever been defeated, it was by a Doom bot, except for when he was beaten by Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is the only person to ever beat Doctor Doom. I actually had a Doctor Doom coffee mug that I really liked, and like it was just Doctor Doom's head, and then you could flip up the top of his head and drink coffee out of his skull. But it broke. Nah, Thanos like wasn't right because he was thinking too small. Like if the Infinity Gauntlet could just like do anything, then why don't you just like make it so everyone has all the resources they need with the Infinity Gauntlet? Like, the man's reasoning was flawed in the MCU. The whole reason he did it in the comics was because he wanted to basically make babies with death. So he was trying to give her a gift. Like, his reasoning in the MCU is very, very flawed. Because it's like, then dude, if you're worried about resources, just double everything and you're fine. Like, just do that with the Infinity Gauntlet and then you don't have to murder anybody. But, no, in the comics, he just does it because he wants to get in bed with death. That's it. That's the whole reason. Infinity Gauntlet's still not as powerful as the Thanos Copter. Ooh, yeah, Nobunaga Avenger changing it to Burning Battlefield. Yo, yo. Oh, I hope Doctor Doom's in Avengers 5 and 6 as well. Absolutely. Like, Doctor Doom as an unwitting ally against Kang the Conqueror, solely because Kang, threatens Latveria. Like, that's the only reason. Like, just have a whole scene where Doctor Doom just does not give a damn about anything that's happening. And then Kang the Conqueror makes the mistake of threatening Latveria. And then Doctor Doom just absolutely finger laser, foot dive, no one defeats Doom. Like, yes, please. Please and thank you. Yes, I would like Paper Lantern give. Yes, Death does also have a crush on Deadpool. That is correct. Melt Lancer S2, field leaves if you switch her out. Arc stays on the field even if you switch her out. I think that just says something about how strong arc weight is. Arc weight's messed up strong. Certified Doctor Doom simp and proud of it. Doctor Doom and Magneto. I mean, I think Kang is like a fine villain, and like if they wanted to do like a multiverse thing, like that's the way to go about it. Like that's who you would pick, is Kang the Conqueror. But I'm just kind of feeling fatigued with the Marvel stuff. Like I just wish their stuff would be tighter. And if it wasn't like, if I want to go ahead and see this next movie, then I actually need to watch these 4 other movies, and then I need to go and watch this series on Disney Plus, and then this other series that's only limited time on Stars or something for a while or something like that. I don't need to want to watch all that stuff. I think actually Habitrop might take it. Did I see the new Thor? No, Louise, I can't watch the new Thor because I haven't seen Multiverse of Madness, and I haven't seen Multiverse of Madness because I haven't seen the new Spider-Man, and I need to see the new Spider-Man in order to watch Multiverse of Madness, and the new Spider-Man isn't on Disney Plus, and I'm not paying money to subscribe to Starz' streaming service just so I can watch Spider-Man, so I'm going to willingly be behind until Spider-Man shows up on Disney Plus. That is my rant. I hear the new Thor is fantastic, though. I mean, it depends, Van. I think they've got some. I think they've got some good stuff in. I do really like Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange. I do like his Strange a lot. I'm excited to see a Defenders come into play. I like that they're bringing Charlie Cox Daredevil back. I thought that Daredevil series was fantastic. I'm happy to see the same actor who was a good Daredevil reprise his role as Daredevil. I think that's super cool. Shang-Chi was pretty dang good. I do like martial arts films, so I might be a little bit biased there, but I did think Shang-Chi was super cool. I do like Thor quite a bit. And then as far as other stuff goes, like the only thing I know for sure I didn't like was Eternals, and that has nothing to do with like the impact of the lore or anything like that. I just thought Eternals was just a bad movie. Like just at base, like this movie, like not even connected to anything. I'm just like, this is just a bad movie that I do not enjoy. So I really think Eternals was the only thing. Like, Shang-Chi was a great martial arts film, so I really very much enjoyed that. How would Arkaway do against all the beasts so far, lore-wise? Ugh, damn. There's so many weird type moon fights that would just be like zany, like K-Scope Man. Let's have K-Scope Man fight everyone. Why would Multiverse of Madness Reed Richards reveal Black Bolt's weakness like that? I don't know, man. I know that was a thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, I've been working my way through a bunch of the extra stuff for, like, MCU. Like, to try and play catch-up. Like, I loved Loki. I thought Loki was awesome. Loki's probably my favorite new thing they've done so far. But, my wife and I just recently watched, WandaVision. And WandaVision was just like, I don't like any of this. I was just bored. We got through it in like one day and we're like, not only am I bored with this, but I like actively like Scarlet Witch as a character less now. But Loki was great. Give me more Loki. New Thor is based on 2 different comics, one which you really don't like, but each of those comics are by far the best of Thor, and it could be so good if they go deep into each one. Yeah, Loki had like really good pacing, and they did a very good job with every single character they introduced. Yeah, that's the whole reason we watched WandaVision, Mersha, is so we could because we knew it was like necessary to watch the Doctor Strange thing. So we're like, okay, we can't watch Spider-Man right now. However, if we watch WandaVision, we can just knock that out of the way because I know Scarlet Witch is big in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. But then we got through WandaVision, we're just like, okay, I guess like that was fine. But it was like, eh. And then what, like, I don't even know if I should watch Black Widow, because like Black Widow's just like a like in between thing, and I've already seen the things that preceded and are after it. So like, is it worth my time to watch Black Widow? I don't know. And then, like, we also want to watch Miss Marvel, because I hear Miss Marvel's pretty damn good, but we can't watch Miss Marvel until we watch Multiverse of Madness, and can't watch Multiverse of Madness until we watch all the Spider-Mans! And yes, I've also heard Moon Knight is freaking great. I just love Oscar Isaac on principle, so I want to watch it because of that. But again, I can't watch Moon Knight until I watch Multiverse of Madness, and I can't watch Multiverse of Madness until I watch all the Spider-Mans! Yeah, WandaVision is decidedly okay at best. It just made me actively like stuff less. Do you feel like the meme "everything after Endgame feels like side quests after the final boss is dead" is accurate? Definitely to an extent. Definitely to an extent. I kind of feel like they need to do a better job reinforcing Kang for it to really feel like a big threat, because like if you've like looking into the comics, like Kang is horrifying. Kang is a scary as hell antagonist just on principle. But like Loki did a pretty dang good job introducing him like as a villain, but didn't do a really good job of introducing him as the villain. Like I think we need more Kang. We need more Kang to show up in other things for him to really be like, oh, this is the guy. Like, this guy is horrifying. Like, we legitimately need, like, characters like Adam Warlock and all that to even have a chance of taking this man down. But we haven't had that reinforced yet, so I can wholeheartedly agree with that. Until that's reinforced, that's just going to be how Marvel feels. Morbius made $1 more billion. I can't wait for Morbius 2. It's Morbin time. It's like trying to figure out which Fate anime to watch first. I will unapologetically tell people to watch Fate Zero first and not even feel bad about it. Well, if FGO gets a Netflix adaptation, please don't put that into the world. I'm already reeling from the Yu Yu Hakusho Netflix adaptation. I don't need to have those other things put into the world for me, thank you. Yep, Tsukihime is the first Fate anime. You got it. We figured it out. I think you can watch Moon Knight without watching Multiverse of Madness. I mean, I've heard that you can. I just, like, want to get through all this stuff first. I do fully intend to watch Moon Knight, though, because I've heard nothing but good things. That's a very dead VC. Kagaizo no Kenzo. Yeah. Yeah, give me those Lanugos. Brilliant. Alright. Chat, I didn't realize how late it was. So I actually have to call it there because I have work in the morning. So I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. If you found me on Twitch, check out my YouTube. If you found me on YouTube, check out my Twitch. And you can actually go ahead and check out the Discord as well as the Patreon and the Twitch in the YouTube description. And on the Twitch as well, there is a donate button if you choose to support that way. You totally don't have to. You totally don't have to. I promise. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that is it for me. I had fun. I'm glad that Ooku is back. I am excited to finally go through and explore more rooms. And I hope you're all having a good time with the event too. But it is time for me to depart. Anyways, gang, this is Kawaii50. If you want another stream, check me out Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. I'm playing more Multiverses because the game is actually fun. We'll make more kids mad with Iron Giant. It'll be great. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, chat. And I'll see you all.